So the Waugh twins are together now. Long chase here for Benjamin, but he gives it up. Quite early, in fact, he pulled out of it and then started to sprint after it once more, but it was always going to beat him.
Gives him a full toss, which he hammers. The mind game's being played at the moment. Walsh should be irritated at that, letting himself down. That's a lovely shot. That's the shot of the one Australian batsman who's been consistently in touch.
Well, we try and do it, but it's not natural for them to do that.
Well, what a surprise. There's no mid-on. And that will nearly go all the way. Walsh has got a lot of running to do, and there it is. Well, the legacy of no mid-on. A boundary to finish the Ambrose over, the first of his new spell, 3 for 142. A lovely placement. And it's gone past Richie Richardson's right hand. They're going up to the longest part of the ground. The little scoreboard. They may even run 4. Yes, they will. So very aggressive running by the Australians. Well, that's 4. Fine leg is very, very fine. And Steve Waugh is very, very strong on his face.
And that just rubs salt in the wounds.
It's a glorious drive from Waugh and Stephen. Well fielded, but there's his 50. His 4th half-century for the series. Acknowledges the crowd. The Australians dancing there. Greg Blewett would be as relieved, I think, as anything that he's had that little extra time to compose himself. They've met the challenge admirably. This time it's beyond Chanderpaul. He made a desperate dive, but not even his young eyes and young legs could reach that. 3 for 208. It's a magnificent shot for 4. One senses that might be the last we see of Benjamin for a while at 3 for 219.
That's well hit. Tremendous blow. Way over mid-wicket, got under it. From the time that left the bat and you heard the sound, you know where it was going to go. What a magnificent shot.
Lovely shot. Timing and placement. A full delivery. Steve Waugh characteristically on the back foot more than the front foot. And lovely timing.
Excellent. Just an unbelievable catch.
And a great cut shot from Steve Waugh. 4 runs. Takes him to 94.
Going to go for it. He's completed it. Lifts his bat to the dressing room. Mark Taylor stands, his captain. Probably his finest moment, his 8th Test match century, his 2nd against the West Indies, and his 1st in the West Indies. Raises his bat to the Australian supporters. And now he's going to speak with his brother, shake hands in a matter-of-fact manner. This is different to a 100 in the backyard of Mum's.
He had a tremendous series against England in '89, and he's following it up. Here, great shot through point, off the back foot. 4 runs. Takes Australia on to 4 for 3, 3-8.
That's a glorious square drive. It's onto the front foot. Just placing it perfectly. Lovely square drive.
The problems you have with backs and necks and shoulders. These are little things that irk bowlers.
Got that very sweetly. He was really digging it out, one would have thought. And that's a glorious shot. There it is. 150 for Steve Waugh. Lifts his bat to the crowd again. Michael Slater leading the applause from the rooms. And there, the Frank Worrell Trophy, we are going home, says the optimists. But there may have been a banner like that was launched at Adelaide Oval.
Typical Steve Waugh stroke. We've seen that so many times in this innings and during his career.
A beautiful straight drive. No need to run for that, he says.
And that could go for 4. There's a long chase around for Kenny Benjamin, who has picked it up rather late. They could run 4 here. Kenny Benjamin is not the fastest of fielders in the West Indies team, and they'll come for the 4th, which will bring him up his 200.
What a magnificent effort. One of the greatest moments in his career. We've got Australians running out from everywhere here. A standing ovation here at Kingston. Sometimes it's a bit of a shame here when the crowd comes out to congratulate him, but it's better off when the crowd staying off the ground and off the wicket and giving Steve Waugh a bit of air and take the applause from the crowd.
And it takes so much away from the moment of the batsman when they're coming all over the place to congratulate him. And there's a rather less familiar figure than in his playing days, the former Australian Test batsman Greg Ritchie. He was so overcome with emotion that he also joined the celebrants out in the middle. Steve Waugh, not out, 200. And now, congratulations for him from Keith Arthurton. But one has to ask, where is the security on this ground? Appeal, and he's given. So Steve Waugh is out. Stood there to wait for the decision. And Kenny Benjamin picks up the last 3 wickets, and Steve Waugh goes, caught by Lara off that bouncer, for an even 200. Australia 531. Lead by 266. And the West Indies will have another 15 overs to bat to see out the day, perhaps 14. But what a fine innings by Steve Waugh. Last man out. Came in with Australia struggling at 73 for 3 and leaves with them all out for 531.